Next speaker, Manish Mahapatra. Manish Mahapatra is Vidyarthi Sankalp IAS Academy from New Delhi. And Manish Mahapatra is inspiring tribe to lead in the world. And he works in the South India with the tribal people, inspiring them to achieve lead and prepare them for the civil services. So Manish Mahapatra will be happy to listen his story from his views through his mouth. Yeah.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste to everyone. It was really, I am inspired by the other speakers.
Yeah.
So today, which I am going to speak is about how tribals can lead the world. We need to come out of the mindset. Then actually the problem in the world is we are categorizing the people on those one is tribal and other civilized. This is very narrow thinking. We need to come out of that. We need to know that even tribals are civilized, maybe more civilized than the so-called civilized, because tribals live in harmony with the nature. They live in harmony with the environment. They live in harmony with their surroundings. The tribals actually worship nature. They are not just nature friendly, they are worshippers of nature, which is actually the great Bharatiya Sanskriti is. In the modern day, when we are having summits of protecting environment, climate change in various parts of the country, but we should feel proud that the culture which we belong to, our own Indian culture, teaches us to live in harmony with the nature, teaches us to worship nature. And that is very much prevalent in today's day, in today's world, if we go to the tribal parts of our country. When I was in Puducherry, I was pursuing my master's in physics in Pondicherry University. Whenever I used to get time, I used to visit the tribal districts of Tamil Nadu and also parts of Puducherry. I belong to Odisha, Sundargarh district. It's also a tribal district. When I visit their places, I visit their homes, I too participate in their festivals. One thing I have learned that they respect nature like anything, which we need to adapt in our day-to-day life, which I feel is that we should mainstream the tribal practices, which we have sidelined over the years in the name of development. On 28th October 2018, when Manya Pradhan Mantri ji spoke about this tribal culture, it was really inspiring because at this current juncture, when they are facing the various environmental concerns, we need to look into our own issues. Because we cannot curtail development and growth, at the same time, we cannot ignore environment and nature. So what we need is sustainable development. Sustainable development is very well there in our tribal practices. You go to the people, to the northeastern parts of our country, you will find how they live in harmony. They are most happiest first people in the world, because happiness which is going away from us will be there. We can find happiness in the tribal people of our country. I have visited to Guwahati, and when I for a conference, and when I visited to the nearby tribal districts of Assam, I found the same. There may be some variations in the practices, but the fundamental practices they practice the practice of worshipping nature, that we need to adopt. That is how we can do it. That we need to go out to them, reach out to them. We should not look down at them as with contempt, as uncivilized. No, they are not uncivilized. Rather, I will say they are more developed. So I will recite few Sanskrit shlokas, which is very much relevant in the present days. Paryavaran nashini nashyanti sarvajantava pavana dushtatang yati prakriti vikrityati. It means when environment is polluted, entire nature, entire creation is destroyed. When the air is polluted, this creature, which prakriti becomes vikriti, means which is a creature will become a destroyer. Sangrakshate dushito na saya lokaha Manava Jivanam Nakopi Kashyadi Nashan Karadarshaya Siddhi. Means we pray that this environment should not be polluted. Let the human life be protected. Let it be conserved. Just for the sake of money, sake of wealth, we should not harm anyone. Bhuktava yani cha panchataha Dashalo plastika jevikam pashovadda pasha bhurma jayante jwalita visham. Then these animals consume these plastics, they get killed. This earth becomes a barren land and the water and air becomes poison. This is because of exploitative development. We have exploited the nature, exploited the environment. So tribals are needed and the tribal practices need to be adopted in the mainstream for sustainable development. Not just for environment. If you look at the social indices, in tribal sectors, women are looked at with respect. They respect the women to the greater extent. I was surprised to know this, learn this from there when I visited those districts. Their women are worshipped. Their women are never looked on with any second-class citizen. So we so-called civilized, which we call ourselves civilized, need to learn from them, need to reach out to them, need to visit those places, spend some time. We will feel happy. Actually, problem is we have lost our happiness for the sake of economic progress, for the sake of fake development at the cost of nature. So this natural growth is not our sustainable development. Our practices of development is not against economic growth, and also at the same time not harming environment. We live in harmony with both. We maintain balance with the sustainable growth. I appeal to all the influential speakers here to influence the people all across around your surroundings whom you reach, to also reach out to the few tribal places, to learn about their tribal practices, their culture, their customs, the beautiful customs which they have, so that again we, the Vishwaguru Bharata, which has its culture in itself, can teach the world of sustainable development. And these problems of environmental concerns, climate change, global warming, and other social factors as well of crimes against women can be solved in a very, very simple way. That's it. The thing is only simple change. The only simple change is needed. That is change of mindset, change of our vision, change of attitude. Thank you. Vande Mataram.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring story. And here I will request our director to share his views.
Thank you, sir. Now we have next speaker, Hemlata ji. Hemlata ji from Tamil Nadu.